Welcome to the Mastercam 2018 MilEssentials video training series tutorial number 3. In this tutorial, we will create the 2D geometry needed to create the toolpaths. Geometry creation commands such as arc polar, circle center point, line tangent at an angle, mirror, arc tangent, ellipse, letters, and translate will be used. We will select a machine definition and set up the stock. A 2D high-speed area mill toolpath will be created to remove the material from the outside step. A 2D high-speed dynamic mill toolpath will be created to remove the outside material. A pocket island facing toolpath will be created to machine the pocket and face the letters. A pocket remachining toolpath will be used to machine the remaining material. Backplot will be used to simulate a step-by-step process of the tool's movements, while Verify will be used to watch a tool machine the part out of a solid model. Finally, we will post-process the file to obtain an NC file containing the necessary code for the machine. First, we will create two polar arcs. To create an arc polar, you need to know the radius, the start angle, the end angle, and the center point of the arc. Click on the Wireframe tab. Click the arrow under Circle Edge Point. Then select Arc Polar. Select the origin as the center point. Then click anywhere in the graphics area. Change the radius to 5 inches, the start angle to 0, and the end angle to 90 degrees, and press Enter. Then select OK and Create New Operation. Select the origin as the center point. Then, click in the graphics area. Change the diameter to 7 inches, the start angle as 0 degrees, and the end angle as 90 degrees, and press Enter. Then press OK to exit the command. Next, we will create a circle knowing the radius and the center point. Click on Circle Center Point. Enter the radius as 0.375 inches and press Enter. Select the fast point icon. Enter the coordinates as 3.375, 2.125 and press Enter. Then press OK to exit the command. In the next step, we will use the Create Line Endpoint command to create a line tangent to the circle at a 180-degree angle. Mastercam angles are measured counterclockwise and will always total 360 degrees. Select Line Endpoints. Ensure the type is set to Freeform Tangent, and the angle is 180 degrees, and press Enter. Select the arc. Then, sketch the line approximately here, and press OK to exit the command. In the next step, we will use Create Fillet Entities to create a fillet with a radius of 0.75 inches. Fillets are used to round sharp corners. Select Fillet Entities. Ensure the method is set to normal, and change the radius to 0.75 and press Enter. Select the first entity here and the second entity here. Then press OK to exit the command. In this step, we will mirror the inside geometry about the x-axis. Select the Transform tab and click on Mirror. Drag a window around all of the entities. This will select all entities that are contained entirely within the window. Then press End Selection. Ensure the method is set to Copy and the axis is set to X. Then press OK. Right-click in the graphics area and select Clear Colors. Now we will create an arc tangent to two entities. In the arcs group, under wireframe, select arc tangent. Change the method to arc to entities. And change the radius to 5. Select the first entity here, then select the second entity. Mastercam will create all possible arcs. Select this entity. Then press OK. In this step, we will use the Trim 3 Entities command to clean the geometry. The first 2 entities that you select are trimmed to the third, which acts as a trimming curve. The third entity is then trimmed to the first 2. This function is useful for trimming 2 lines to a circle that is tangent to both lines. The arc is selected as the last entity, and the results vary depending on whether you choose to keep the top or bottom of the arc. In the Modify group, select Trim Break Extend. Change the method to Trim 3 Entities. Select the first entity here. Select the second entity. And finally, select the third entity here. Note that the order you select them in is important. If I select the entities in a different order, we get a different result. Repeat the process on the bottom arc. And press OK. In this step, we'll mirror the inside geometry about the y-axis. Select the Transform tab and click Mirror. Hold Shift and select the first chain, then the second chain. Holding Shift will select the entire chain at once. If you only click, you have to select each entity of the chain individually. Click on End Selection. Ensure the method is set to Copy, and change the axis to Y. Then press OK. Right-click in the graphics area and clear colors. Next, we will create an ellipse given the origin, A radius, and B radius. Click on the Wireframe tab. Under Rectangle, select Ellipse. Select the origin as the base point, and click anywhere in the graphics area. Change radius A to 3 and radius B to 1.5 and press Enter. Then press OK to exit the command. We will now offset the ellipse by 0.25 inches. Under the Transform tab, select Offset Entity. Select the ellipse and click inside it. Change the method to Copy, the number to 1, and the distance to 0.25, and press Enter. Then press OK, and clear colors. In this step, we will create the letters. We will then use the Translate command to move the letters to the center of the part. Creating letters uses lines, arcs, and NURBS splines. There are various fonts found in this command as well. When using TrueType fonts, the height of the letters may not match the value you entered for the letter height because Mastercam scales the letters based on all the information encoded into the TrueType font. Select the Home tab, and under Wireframe Attributes, choose the color red. Select the Wireframe tab, and select Create Letters. Change the style to TrueType font. Input the word Mastercam. Click on the TrueType font button. Change the font to Times New Roman and change font style to bold and size as 10. Then press OK. Change the height to 0.5 in the spacing to 0.05. Then, select roughly here in the graphics window and press OK. We will now move the letters using Translate. Drag a window around the letters and select the Transform tab. Then select Translate. Change the method to Move, the number to 1, and from Vector from to, click Reselect. Zoom in on the letters and select here as the Translate From point. For Translate To, select the arrow next to Auto Cursor and select Origin. Then press OK. And clear colors. Next, save the file.